Hello YouTube, this is Stick152 and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on getting Subnautica running in VR mode. So there is an existing method that the developer had recommended, which was to start the game and press Shift F5 to take you into VR mode. So let's show you that real quickly. A couple of things to note first. You need to be running the experimental version of Subnautica. If you don't know how to do that, you can right click on there, go to Properties, go to Betas, and then select Experimental from that. Okay, so if you've got that and your Oculus is running, so if you look at your config utility, you can see that the Oculus Rift is running. So we get that, we start the game, and it's going to start up. Come over our screen here. Set your resolution to whatever you'd like. This just happens to be what I have on there. I've tried it at different resolutions and it all seems to work pretty well the same. So go ahead and play it. Okay. This will just take a second. Okay, so this again, this is the method that was posted in the Steam community, the method to do this. So if you'll notice, in this way, the screen it's trying to track the head-mounted display, but the screen's kind of locked there. You'll also notice you can highlight these menus, but you can't. I'm clicking on them and they don't do anything. So what you would typically do is you would press Shift F5, and that would take you into the game. Okay, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to actually play a load a saved game. So we're going to exit out of that. Okay, so now to get Subnautica to actually run in VR mode where you can use your saved games and the menus function, what we're going to do, the first thing we have to do is we have to temporarily stop the service, the Oculus, the OVR service. So you open your config utility, you go to Tools, Service, Stop Runtime. Okay, this is going to ask if you're sure, and you tell it yes. Okay, so now that that's stopped, we can start Subnautica again. And we can keep these same settings. Now you'll notice it starts like it normally would, like if you had disconnected your Oculus or something. So we can go to Load Game, and I can load one of my previous games. It's the first time I've loaded it today since a reboot, so it might take a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so we're in the game. Let it finish loading to where it's not so jerky. There we go. Okay, so now that we're back in the game, we want to put it into VR mode. First thing you have to do is go back outside the game and turn the Oculus back on. So we go back to the config utility, we alt-tabbed out, we go to the config utility. This is basically saying that, hey, I'm going to resume the service, so we want to tell it yes. So we wait for this to show that it's ready. Okay, and it's all good, so we can go ahead and close this. Now we can go back into the game, and we're going to need to enable the console. And there's a couple of ways to do this. This is the one in the console documentation. It recommends do this. You press F3, and this window comes up here, but you can't get to the checkbox. You see the disable console checkbox there. So to bring up a cursor, you have to press F8, and that'll let you have a mouse cursor. So you can uncheck this box to where it shows that it doesn't have a check. Then press F8 again, and then press F3. And now you can just press your tilde key. That's the key next to the left of your number 1. And your keyboard might be regional specific, and the documentation for the console on the Wiki, and I'll post a link to that below, gives the alternate keys for that. So anyway, so once you're in the console, you can see it down here. You're going to say VR space and then Oculus, and then press enter. Now my screen flashes black for just a second before it comes in. But it doesn't really pick it up very well on the video. So you can see now I'm looking around using the Oculus, and that's it. Things to note, now you can just play. You've already got your saved game, and you can just play from there in VR. A couple of things to note is that you won't be able to see the console anymore. So if you try to type in the console, you'll notice that this the aim reticle right now, it's a hand. If I hit the console button, it turns into this circle here, and you can't see. There would have been on the other screen, there would have been a console down here. You can't see it, so just be aware of that. And if you switch back into normal mode, the view will be all messed up. So hang on, let me switch back in. So I would type VR none, N-O-N-E, and that'll take me back to the regular window. But as you can see, it's the view angle is just off. So, and that's it. So I can go ahead and quit that. Yeah. So it's like you can see, it's very straightforward. From this point on, if you want to play any, play a load level load a saved game or anything like that, you just repeat the process, and it's really fast. Once you've done it a couple of times, it's not hard at all. So anyway, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, post them down in the comments, and I'll try to answer as best I can. Thanks for watching.